reporting to you live from the Zone in Tuscaloosa, Alabama.
And we thought it'd be a great idea to send some of Team C's reporters into a press conference to gain some insight on Nike Inc.'s issues that they are currently facing.
And who better to relay this information than Nike and the university's very own Coach Saban?
Let's take a look.
Everybody today?
Good, Coach. Thanks for asking.
Good.
Pertaining to the current economic crisis, leaving many Americans without enough disposable income to actually purchase Nikes, I mean, do you think the government is kind of playing games with us?
The question sounds like, you know, if we want to play charades, sounds like.
Charades? I've never heard that analogy before, but it actually kind of sounds what might be going on.
I'm not very good at charades. My wife's great at it.
Yeah, me either. I guess that's why I can't really afford new Nikes right now, but it looks like you're doing pretty well for yourself.
Now, do you want to ask some more questions like that?
Yeah, actually, that'd be great. What do you think about the strong competition that Nike faces, and what advice would you give them?
And I think everybody should take the attitude that we're working to be a champion. That we want to be a champion in everything that we do. Every choice, every decision, everything that we do every day, we want to be a champion. Everyone take ownership for what they need to do relative to their role.
Wow, Coach, great answer, thanks.
Online sales are a major opportunity for firms in the shoe industry. Is this because it's becoming easier for people to use the internet?
With my kids, even though they're 16 and 20, and they understood it when they were 7 and 9.
Coach, this is kind of an off-the-wall question. I'm kind of hesitant to ask.
Why is that? You think it'll make me mad or something? I don't know. What are you afraid of? Nothing to be afraid of.
Well, you know, it's just because I'm young, I'm single, and I was just wondering if your daughter was available.
What? That ain't ever going to happen here. It's never going to happen. Not as long as I'm here.
Coach, I'm sorry, that was inappropriate.
I'm sorry, Coach, that was totally off subject. Let's get back on track. Would you mind answering some questions about the industry threats?
Now, as I said before, I'm not answering specific questions relative to these circumstances and the details of the circumstances. And I will bet here I'm putting all my cash. I'm betting right here that somebody will ask anyway. I got it online. You put your money up now, because I know you well. I know you well.
So you won't answer any questions pertaining to the industry threats like the economy or counterfeiting or rise in material costs?
Is that? Pay. Come on.
Sorry, sir, you know I have to ask.
Well, I told you I wasn't answering. I don't have to answer.
Okay, well, what about something about like Nike's strengths, such as their brand image? Since the team is endorsed by Nike, how do you feel when you put on Nikes?
I like to blame my selection of wardrobe on my wife, but I don't think she'd appreciate that much.
So you do like brand name as one of Nike's strengths. Do you like being endorsed by them?
I'm really pleased and happy about that.
Okay, Coach, thanks.
Okay, Coach, we know that endorsements are a major strength for Nike. What kind of people would you endorse to represent Nike?
I have a lot better feeling about working with guys that really want to be good and are trying to be good and doing the right things than, you know, if they don't care about it. And we're going to find out who cares and who doesn't care. And the ones that don't care, they shouldn't be here.
That sounds great. Could you elaborate a little more?
Guys being responsible for their own self-determination in terms of what their job is, what their role is, what their responsibility is. Guys that have positive energy to do that, and guys that are willing to work and invest their time.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Coach, could you talk a little bit about Nike's weaknesses? Do you feel that discrimination issues are pertinent?
And I could care less.
Really? Why is that?
So, it's got nothing to do with me. Nothing.
So, what about potential lawsuits?
But it ain't a problem. I know you're going to try to make it one, but it ain't a problem for me. Just like it wasn't a problem out there today.
Okay, fair enough. Thanks.
Coach, we know Nike's had some quality problems in the past with product recalls. How do you feel about that?
Somewhere along the line, everybody forgot the intangibles that it takes to really be successful. In a world where I guess people take shortcuts, but I don't know any shortcuts in this game. Because the other guy you're playing against, he's trying to kick your.
All right, thanks.
So Coach, how do you feel about recommending that Nike somewhat makes a green shoe? I guess out of eco-friendly, more recycled materials than what they're currently doing.
I think that's what we should do. I think that's how we'll really be successful in the future.
Yes, I would have to agree, especially with the trends of how our society's going to a more eco-friendly, environmental conservatism type situation.
Coach, one last thing. We know women's footwear sales represents an enormous share of the industry sales. Do you feel recommending Nike to expand not only their women's footwear line, but their women's line in general is a positive move, as I do?
And I can tell you that however you feel about it, I have even higher expectations for what we want to accomplish.
Thanks, Coach. We appreciate you taking the time to answer our questions today.
Yeah, thank you, Coach.
Thank you.